We got rapper Juelz Santana in the studio, chopping it up for the exclusive interview.
Yeah. Hi, what's up? What's up, Dre?
Chilling. So what you been up to?
Just grinding, man. Working, taking care of the family.
I see.
Regular stuff. Just trying to put together a plan. The game is a little different from when I was. The game that I learned and came up understanding is a little bit different now. It's a lot more internet driven, social media driven. You know what I'm saying? Even to see you doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like we family, a lot of people may not know that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just to see you doing this is dope, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just a different world. So, it's just me kind of like making sure I know everything that's going on in this new world before I attack and put out music. You know what I'm saying? So, I connect with my fans the best way possible. Because, even like with Instagram, I don't feel like I use it to the best of my ability. I don't feel like I really use none of my social media platforms to the best of my post up things, but it's not really like, I don't really interact with the fans as much as I should and I could, which I'm about to start doing that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more. But, yeah.
That's what's up. A lot of people, one of your biggest question is when you come out with some music.
When you gonna come out with some music?
That's a big question, but
soon, sooner than later. I've been working. I'm always working. It's like I'm never not working. I definitely took some time off just to be with my family. I had 2 kids, so I want to kind of watch them grow and just show my family that I was there for the family. But at the end of the day, bills gotta get paid, things gotta get done. So I was blessed to have the type of career to where it's like just as much as music as I put out, I haven't put out, still have that interest for Juelz Santana, still get booked for shows all the time, still, just go on the road, still get booked features, things like that. So I'm blessed, and just like you said, everybody still wants to know when's the music, so just that part about it is dope. People could be like, forget it, whatever, we don't even care.
But I feel like a lot of people haven't forgotten about you.
No,
I've seen a lot of recent stuff, everybody on the wave, everybody want to know where you at, everybody's biggest Dipset fans, everybody's fans of you. Tiger was even you for Halloween last week.
Wow, yeah, that was dope. He killed it too, man. He killed it. He actually, I had to repost it and follow him after that one right there.
Ain't nothing like the real thing, no.
You know how it go. But yeah, that's one thing I feel like I'm blessed to have. Just that people still want to hear the music, because they know when I come it's going to be, when I do it, I put my all into it and I give them just something different. You know what I'm saying? So music's coming real soon. I don't got a real date for it right now, but I'm about to put it out. Everything's kind of like falling into place, so y'all should hear music real soon. Real soon. Real soon. I got a couple different projects I'm working on. Got God Willing 2, for those who don't know. I'm gonna do another Black Light Cook Crack. That was like, the name of my mixtapes when I was first doing early mixtapes. So that just got a big following with the name. There's a couple more projects I'm working on. I want to work with up and coming artists, new artists. Build up my whole team. Try to become what these labels are, because these labels ain't really helping nobody no more. They just labels. I feel like are just good to use the name. Like, I'm signed to Def Jam. Def Jam. But they're not really doing nothing for you. I've been signed to Def Jam. And not to take nothing away. Shout out to Def Jam. We got a dope relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't feel like labels in general are as important as they was, or as vital as they was in artists' careers as they were, back in the day when I was coming up to be signed, to how much, they helped,
The game is a lot different.
We ain't have no
social
social
media.
media. We ain't have no Twitter or Instagram. You see how easy it is for me to just access somebody in another state, another country, just to let them know I'm putting out music. You understand what I'm saying? Just that platform alone, like, I feel like if I'd have had Instagram or Twitter back in them days, I'd probably be up to like 10 million, 15 million followers right now. You know what I'm saying? But, it's good though. I like it. It's a gift and a curse, but you gotta just use it
To your advantage.
Make it work for you. So that's what I'm figuring out how to make it work for me. You know what I mean? That's why I never jumped out the window and wanted to be one. You know what I mean? Because it's like I see a lot of people making a fool of themselves on these social media platforms too. So I can't.
Like, who do you see coming up right now that you feel like is dope? I would put out a track with them, or even not that, just they dope. Even if you wouldn't put out a track with them per se.
Don Q, I like Don Q from I like A Boogie too. I think A Boogie got a super dope sound. I think Don Q got some super dope lyrics. That's what I come from, just the lyric part of it. So, that's why I think would attach myself kind of like the Don Q a little bit more, just because it's just so like in your face, just raw lyrics. You dig what I'm saying? It's not really about the melodies and nothing like that. But I love A Boogie. I love all the new artists. I mean, I appreciate. I ain't gonna say I love them. Let me not say that. People don't want to hear me say that. I'm kind of being politically correct by saying that. I respect the grind that they doing, and I try not to look at them with a funny eye just because they're not like me. You know what I mean? That's how I was just brought up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna be like you. Everybody's not gonna come from the walk of life you come from. You understand? So with me understanding that helps me to understand their music a little bit better. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't look at it with that.
I feel like a lot of artists do though.
And I think that's wrong. It's a lot of artists that I feel it's artists that come at me like when they, I be in the club, I may be rocking to a certain song, and they be like, "You like that? You like Lil Uzi? You like?" It's like.
Yeah, it's what I feel like. It comes to a point where it moves.
Yes, you can't hate. I appreciate it, and to an extent, it's dope. It's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, that's why I'm me and he's him. You understand? And that's what separates us as people. So that's the beautiful thing about music. I've always had a broader ear for music, like not just the type of music that I made. People probably would have thought maybe I was in a box because I made a certain type of music, but I've listened to rock and roll, AC/DC back. I came up in the household from the 80s, baby. You know what I'm saying? So that was when music was like, just, I feel like, at its best. You know what I mean? Not to take away nothing. You know what I mean? I respect everything that's going on right now. The artist is dope, but personally, I do say them times music was just better, just because I just feel like it was better because there was a lot more substance in it. It's definitely a lack of substance and meaningful music, things that pretty much like me and son, everything is just like turn up, club, party, this, that.
But I feel like
we don't. Dope,
they don't get those type of music.
Yeah, which is dope, but it gotta be some type of, and that's why I think it's still a want for people like me, because I can do everything just as much as I could turn up, I could do this, and I could spit that. You know what I'm saying? Something that's just different and has substance, and make the people that like to turn up and do all those kind of things like it at the same time. So,
it's all about people's preference. Like, I feel like nowadays a lot of substance music doesn't get a lot of radio play. For example, before the Double XL cover, I didn't know about Davies.
But nowadays you don't. That's another dude. When you ask me who I like new artists, I like Davies too. You know what I'm saying?
But he's substance and he don't get radio play. I feel like his radio play is not up there.
Okay, you right, but he's still getting a lot of exposure. He's still getting recognized as one of the hottest in the city right now. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it goes to show you that at the end of the day, I feel like those people will have a little bit more longevity than some of the people who just have this music that's just, turn up or just for the moment type of, because them fans don't really love you because they don't know you. They just like turning up to maybe one or two songs you got. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
But then you got somebody like that's putting in groundwork that it's like, I don't know. The game is just weird. That's why I sit back and I watch now, and it's like it's me learning the new game and understanding it. That's why even with even like when it comes to just money and just how the fuck I'm getting my money, how I'm getting paid, part of my language. You're a young fella. You know what I'm saying? But just like I used to go to the labels. You know what I'm saying, and have my check. I know I gotta have my check now. It's, you know what I mean? When there's no real labels involved, you're not dealing with a label. It's like, all right, well, when I put out this music, who's paying me? Oh, iTunes. So I gotta figure out how to deals with iTunes, deals with Spotify, deals with all these things that you probably super familiar with, but I'm still like, alright. You know,
it's a lot going on.
It's a little bit newer to me. It wasn't like that, but we didn't have Spotify. You had CDs. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't even know what a CD is. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I totally agree. The game has changed. It's changed a lot.
I'm just blessed to, you know, still be wanted in a game that's, you know, so different. You know what I mean? From what I come from. You know, for people to still like, nah, we want Dre'sWorld Santana. We want to know what Dre'sWorld Santana is doing. So just with that, I'm gonna come back strong. I'm gonna come back real hard. I'm gonna put out some dope music for the people. You know what I mean? And they gonna appreciate it. They gonna say it was well worth the wait. You know.
I totally agree because I feel like a lot of people, they become like, for example, I consider you're a classic, but you shouldn't just be a classic. You shouldn't just be, okay, you're a classic, now you're on the shelf. You should be able to be.
You gotta stay a classic forever.
You gotta stay a classic forever. I feel like some artists, not gonna drop no names, but I feel like they're put on that classic shelf, and then that's all they good for. Like they new music is trash, and everybody acts like they new music didn't exist.
But
they just put them on that classic shelf.
And that's why I feel like I keep saying, I'm just blessed, just because like I said, a lot of those people, it's not even a want for them no more. It's not even like people checking for them. It's like whatever. You know what I mean? Me is still like, you know.
People are looking for you.
I think people understand that I'm still very young. You know, I came in this game when I was super young. So I'm still young. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still like, you know, right there with the ages of Meek Mill, some of the younger artists that just came in the game. I'm not 19 like some of the super younger ones, but you know, I'm still considered a young artist, and I think that people know I'll adapt to what's going on, and you know what I'm saying, I've already shown that my last mixtape I put out, God Willing, was like a super duper success for me. I was on the road crazy with that, and you know, the response was crazy, and that was kind of like, you know, in a little bit different era, you know, of the time I was used to too. That was about 2 years ago, so the game was kind of different then too. You know what I'm saying? And
it was very powerful though. I feel like you put a lot of, me listening to that, you put a lot of emotion into that, and you put your heart and your soul into that, and I feel like people respect it when you really put your everything into that.
And I think that's what people know they're going to get from me all the time. And with that being said, it's like, that's why it's always rope when you put out some music, because they know when I do, I'm not just going to half-ass it. I'm going to, you know, put some thought into it. I'm going to put some, you know, some work into it, and nigga hot.
That's all they asking for. But one of the biggest things, you know, somebody actually told me personally when they found out I was doing this interview, they was like, oh, he's always putting up sneakers, always putting up clothes, that's dope. Why he don't say nothing about, you know, the killings and the Black Lives Matter and stuff. I'm like, I had to correct them. I said, if you do your research, he has posted about that. But are we gonna sit here and talk about sadness all the time, or are we gonna enjoy life?
It's like, to me, you know, this been going on forever. So, you know, it's new to social media, and it's new to, you know, y'all, and y'all should better. And like you said, I've had posted stuff, you know, but now it's every day. It's like, do I post stuff every day about it? I'm not an activist. I'm not a publicist. You know what I mean? Yeah. And with the sneakers, I just kind of got back into my sneaker thing. People was acting like, you know, I had a couple people throwing shots at me like my wasn't up, so I had to just let it be. You know what I mean? I've always been a fashion icon. I've always been a trendsetter, so, you know, I've always loved fashion, just coming from Harlem. Like,
Harlem is fashion.
Harlem is fashion. I mean, and especially my day and age, coming Harlem was just like the flashiest place in New York. People would tell you had to come through Harlem. Now it's a little bit different. Harlem is definitely not what it was.
But Harlem still, to me, is always the biggest.
It's always going to be that. It's always going to be that, because it's Harlem. You understand? But it was just a time when, man, when you went through Harlem, it was like, wow. It was like a movie was being shot. You know what I'm saying? Lights, cameras, action, everything, everybody. Big cars, it's just like, you know what I mean? The nights was like glowing in the dark. Going to Harlem was so, I come from that. So me posting up fly shit you gonna get that from me all the time.
That's
you
every day.
You better not even follow me. You might as well just hit the unfollow button. I'm trying to just show y'all, you know, what's hot thing. That was me, just people telling me you need to work your Instagram, showing me your fly shit, showing me you don't really be posting none of this stuff. You get clothes every day. So that was just me, you know, interacting a little more, just showing, sneaker world is a big world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people love sneakers. Like, I put up one pair of sneakers, that shit got like 20,000 likes. I posted pictures of me sometime and I don't even get 20,000 likes. So sneaker world is a big world. So it's just another way for me to interact with my fans. You got fans that's in the sneaker heads. You got fans that's not sneaker heads. They movie heads. They video game heads. I got all types of fans. So it's just about me using another angle to just connect and show fans things I like and, get a little inside on who I am. You know what I'm saying? For the new guys that don't really know everything about Juelz Santana. They need to know I'm the flyest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, I totally agree. I feel like you've always been a fashion icon since the bandana, since the big jackets.
All that stuff is coming back. You got people wearing bandanas like that now. It's cool.
I just feel like you evolved fashions. I feel like right now the new look is dirty. Everybody, you know what I mean, look dirty. I feel like nobody looks like, I feel like Harlem people when they walk into a club or even they walking down a block. I mean, when I was younger, we was riding the Escalade with the big Peles that had every flavor. We was running through 125th. That was the swag. I feel like nowadays it's like nobody's clean. Nobody's clean anymore. I feel like everybody dirty and weird is the new look. Nobody want to be clean cut. Nobody want to look like they took a shower yesterday.
Hey, you said it. He said it. But I agree.
Which is some people's looks.
Everybody got that, your look is a part of you and who you are. So my thing is just as much as, I'm just me. If I like something, I buy it. I don't get fly. I am fly. I'm fly before I put the clothes on. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like whatever I put on, I feel like I can make it fly. Whether it's a shirt that you see, oh, this shirt is dope, or a shirt that you see, you be like, oh, I don't really like this shirt. But when I put it on, to me, that shirt gonna be dope. I put it on. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all about confidence, and I've always felt like, not an overconfidence where it's like cocky and people don't like you, but just like carrying yourself with a sense of pride. And I've done things that people like when it came to fashion and loved, and I've probably done things that people was like, I can't do that, but it's me. I did it. You don't have to do it.
Yeah, that's like,
what I'm saying? And that goes for everybody as individual people. It's like, I did it. You don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I totally agree. It's all about doing whatever you want to do, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to make and break you, and you.
You got to live with your decisions, man, at the end of the day. Half these people want to tell you what to do and how to make decisions, but they don't want to live with the repercussions of the decision that's made. That's why it's so easy for them to tell you what to do. Do this, because when you do it and it backfires, it ain't gonna hurt them, it's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, I totally agree. I got a question, because you don't really deal with beef. I noticed that you're not really a beef type of guy. You've dealt with friends that's in beef.
We cook beef, man. Mess with me.
Nah, but
I don't talk about beef. I don't brag about. I just cook beef. If the beef comes, it's getting cooked. That's it. You don't even hear about it. It's getting cooked, eaten for dinner, and that's it.
So you don't got no beef in the game right now.
That's it, man. Beef comes with a mutual understanding. I got people that probably don't like me, but it's like that's their problem. I don't care. So it's not a beef. It's just you do it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like me.
Whatever. I don't got no beef. So I ain't got time to be beefing. I got kids. I got time to be trying to put food on their table, making sure they have the best life, and at the same time respectful, and keeping the family close.
That's what's up. Another question I wanted to ask you, one of the biggest artists in the game is Drake right now. When he referenced you in his song, did you know he was gonna reference you? Did he hit you?
What he said?
Leg out the phantom like Juelz Santana.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't know. I didn't know he was gonna say it. I heard it like everybody else, kind of like a fan. Just when I downloaded the album, I think that night or the next day, I heard it. Now I had a bunch of people text me like, "You heard the Drake joint?" Like, no, what happened? Go ahead, go listen to it. I downloaded it, I listened to it. I'm like, oh, that was dope. But that just goes to show. And he called me out to do the Madison Square Garden show with him. But yeah, I'm just happy that people respect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that it's like people like that respect it and still understand that. And even like he said when I came to the show, like, come on, man, guys like you influenced us, man. There wouldn't be no Drakes or no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it wouldn't be, but you know, just we inspired a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to just that music, a lot of people listen to Dipset and what we brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? Wayne, you know, like from all these people. And just as much, I listen to a lot of artists too. I listen to Drake now. I listen to me. I listen to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a mutual thing.
That's what's up. I also wanted to ask you, you know, you did the Dipset reunion. That was about a year ago?
We did that we did it like a tour a year ago, yeah. It was dope.
What inspired that? What made y'all all decide, let's collab back together? Was it the fans? Was it y'all? Was it...
Yeah, a little bit of everything. A little bit of the fans. Man, Funk Master Flex, you know. He reached out to everybody. I think it was something that everybody kind of wanted to do anyway. You know, it was just, everybody was a little bit too big to reach out to each other, so we needed that kind of like middleman Flex. He reached out to everybody and put it together. We were all like, I mean, I'm always on cool terms with Cam and Jim, but sometimes they may not be seeing eye to eye. We all brothers, and it's almost like a family thing, though. It's like, it's never going to be a Cam and Jim fighting thing, or if it is, they're going to go in the room, they're going to fight, you may not hear about it, you know what I'm saying? But
can't choose between your brothers.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I won't let them make me choose. I won't let Cam say, you can't, you know, fuck with Jim, and I won't let Jim say, you know, you can't fuck with Cam if you fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? And I think they respect that when it comes to me, so, you know, they allow me. They not really allow me, it's, I'm going to do what I want, and that's the stand I take, but they give me that courtesy, all right, cool. It's not like they, you know what I'm saying? Because I would be kind of feel bad. It's like, oh, damn, you're not, I'm going to fuck with Cam. So if you stop fucking with me, it's like, damn, you really, you know what I'm saying? I would be fucked up because we had a relate. Same way I'm going to fuck with Jim, so that would be fucked up. It's like, damn, if you know what I mean? But it's not like that, you know what I mean? I fuck with Jim when I fuck with Jim, and I fuck with Cam, and I don't talk about Jim to Cam or about Cam to Jim or vice versa.
You keep the respect.
That's how I go.
That's what's up.
Real nigga shit is called. You know what I mean? I'm just cut different.
Nah,
cut from a different cloth.
Nah, I feel you.
This fabric no more.
Nah, I feel you. I definitely do feel you. So you know, the Shade Room a couple months ago was saying you was evicted, you was broke, you was po. They tried to say you was po, brother man.
Oh man. I don't know.
I'm in your house right now.
Right? I don't even know where they got the information from. Shout out to the Shade Room though. You know, they got a job to do. They posted, I guess, whatever information they got from whoever they got the information from. But like you said, as you can see, these things are, you know what I mean? Some things just get out there and people gotta do a little bit more research. Some things are just good for publicity at the time, so people kind of, I guess, jump to put it out there to really get the full inside of, you know what I'm saying? Because that definitely wasn't the case.
Look, I saw your response.
Yeah.
That was a very good response.
Yeah, you know, I keep it easy. You know what I mean?
I think that's why so many people in the game respect you.
They know me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people try you, so you gotta. But yeah, as far as the Shade Room, though, I like the Shade Room. I follow the Shade Room. I ain't mad at them. It's like Roast Star.
Everybody got a job.
Just as much as I know they gonna put up something bad if I do something, they put up good things about me with my kids and stuff too. So you know they just posting.
They're doing their job.
What you call it, posted, I guess. Yeah, they doing their job and they posting information that they get. So more power to you. Oh, definitely. Look forward to that. Look forward to that. I'm about to open back up my store, Santana's Town online store. So that's definitely something to look forward to me that I'm taking. You know, be hands-on with. You know, I'm doing a lot of collaborations with different clothing brands that I like. You know, before I start off the line. And you know, I have the name of the line, but I haven't, you know, put it into. I haven't got it copyrighted or nothing like that, so I don't want to put it out there. Yes, you know, people make that their job. You say something, they go copyright it. So then when you want to go copyright it, then you gotta buy it back from. It's crazy shit out here. But yeah, so definitely look out for that. The store's gonna be first, which is the Santana's Town online store. And we're gonna move that into you know, my own clothing line, putting on my own clothing line, which I should have been done. Should have been capitalizing on this fashion, because you know, which is gonna be. We want to do bandanas, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be something else, you know, Santana bandana, that's like,
How couldn't you?
That's dope. Get into shoes and sneakers. I want to do it all, you know.
Is there any other field, like, you know, some rappers got video games, some rappers do movies? Would you ever go in that later?
I want to do movies. Video games is not something that I don't play video games, but if something is brought to my attention and it looks like a good, maybe, a good idea, there's something I can attach myself to and it makes sense and I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about if it makes sense. So I'm with whatever, when it comes to business ventures, whether it's doing something for Sprite, Nike, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? As long as it makes sense and it's not something that's, I don't fuck with because I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? You don't get this money, you don't get this check.
That's all it's about. One of the biggest questions people always asking are you Dominican? Please answer this on camera and look right in the camera. Are you Dominican? Are you any type of Dominican? Because they know you.
Of course I am. I got Dominican in my blood. I don't speak Dominican. No, I don't speak Spanish, so that's why I don't really put it out there. But I have Dominican in my blood. That's why my middle name is Juju.
Anything that you like to say to people up there that's from your hood? Message, anything? Or anybody out there watching right now?
Dímelo, papi. Tato. Now, hey, shout out to everybody that supported Juelz Santana from the start, from the jump. I come from the bottom, I come from the real, I come from the hood, I come from where you come from. You know what I'm saying? So, just making the best out of it. New music on the way, stay tuned. I'm sorry for the wait, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Thanks for tuning in with Live with Dre and Friends.
Yeah.
Juelz Santana.
I'm proud of you, Dre. Keep doing what you're doing. I like what you're doing, man. I see.